Sustainable Development Goals with 17 objectives or goals. Number 4, quality education is what I'm interested in. So then in the goal number 4 focuses on ensuring inclusive and quality education for all and promotes lifelong learning. Now within the number 4, we have the Global Education First initiative promoted by UNESCO, made by 3 priority areas: put every child in school, improve quality of learning, and foster global citizenship. So my PhD fits into the 3rd category, which is fostering global citizenship. Implementing principles of global citizenship education into university curricula is my focus. I examine 20 to 25 university global citizenship education programs and courses across Japan, the United States, and Europe. I explore how universities with a stated commitment to GCE ensure its implementation within a range of courses and degree programs. And I ask faculties, program chairs, and faculty directors to describe how they are preparing their students to be global citizens. So this is the main focus. Very interesting research so far. I have really good feedback. In preparing for these presentations and other 3-4 presentations I've been sharing across the States and in the UK from the beginning of this year in regard to the concept of global citizenship, I wanted to make clear in very simple words what is the etymology of cosmopolitanism and global citizenship. It starts with Diogenes when he declares, "I'm a citizen of the world," and he started a mass movement, the cosmopolitans, us, right? A lot of contamination, both culturally and linguistically. And then this influenced the Stoicism, which says that every person belongs to 2 communities, and here's when we start to see the seeds, right? The local community of their birth and the entire human community, right? The global community. And this influenced Heracles and Stoic cosmopolitans. Individuals should regard themselves as concentric circles, and within these cycles, human beings feel a sense of affinity towards others, which the Stoics termed osis, orientation, familiarizations. So this is very, very important. If you look at the Heracles circle model of the identity, and the several circles that you can see here, so we have self, our family, fellow citizens, so our community, countrymen, the nation as a whole, but then we have mankind as a whole. So this is where everything starts, the concept of global citizenship. The Heracles circle model of identity suggests that we should regard ourselves as concentric circles. The first one around is the self, next immediate the family, as I said before, extended family, local group, citizens, countrymen, humanity. So what is a global citizen? Cosmos means the entire known world, global. Polites means citizen. Kofi Annan, a 2001 Nobel Peace Prize, says, of course, legally, no one could claim to be a global citizen. But whether we realize it or not, we are all citizens of the globe, and some citizens enjoy a much more privileged position than others. According to Gaudelli, a global citizen is someone who is aware of the wider world, respects and values diversity, understands world affairs, is outraged by social injustice, and acts to challenge injustice, contributes to the community at all levels from the local to the global, and is willing to act to make the world a more sustainable place. So when a learner is global competent, according to Reimers, when positively inclined towards cultural difference, when has an understanding of diverse civilization streams, when has an ability to see differences as opportunities for constructive transactions, when develops an awareness of world history, climate, health, and economics, and when improves capacity to speak, understand, and think in a language other than the first. So here is the global competency model that tries to respond to this question, when a learner is global competent. So Antar focuses on knowledge, skills, and attitude. You can see in the middle self-awareness, risk-taking, open-mindedness, attentiveness to diversity, and then it goes global awareness. historical perspective, intercultural capability, collaboration, and cross-culture. So, a global competence student is someone having an open mind while actively seeking to understand cultural norms and expectations of others, and leveraging this gained knowledge to interact, communicate, and work effectively in diverse environments. So here you can see knowledge, skills, and attitudes. I call it values as well. So how are we going to assess whether our students are global competent or not? I'm not going to go through all of them because we still have only 5 minutes, but I try to assess my students based on the recognition that one's own worldview is not universal, for example, willingness to step outside one's own culture, willingness to take risks in pursuit of personal development, openness to new experiences, including those that could be emotionally challenging, and no judgmental reaction to cultural difference. And then later, if we have time, we can discuss the rest of this. And then I created my own, and I call it Values Plus 5 Global Competency Checklist. So I'm checking my students on their humility to understand cultural differences, sensitivity to scan the differences and similarities and transform the us versus them thinking, intellectual curiosity to show interest about the dynamics of the changing world, agility to be flexible and learn on the fly, transferable skills, communication adaptability, the ability to find new ways to adapt the communication. So this is very important to me, and I hope that my students are progressing well with that. I can see good results. Here there are some training methods and activities that are very traditional, but it all depends on how teachers and faculties and program directors are implementing those. But there is not enough time, so we can discuss that later. So what is global citizenship education? It encourages learners to analyze real-life issues transformatively, supports learners to revisit assumptions, focuses on engagement in individual and collective actions to bring about changes, involves multiple stakeholders, including those outside the learning environment and the community and the wider society. But the problem is, and I'm going to close soon, the problem is that most institutions are repackaging. So let's not repackage, but then what themes a global competent curriculum should promote? So far, I found 8 responsibilities. Students must understand and accept their obligation to all humanity. Emotional connection. Students must first look inwards and accept the compassion that begin with their local communities and the communities they will interact with. Written reflection. Someone this morning was talking about journals and e-journals for the students to write reflections. I always put 4 questions to my students. How should humans act? What's happening in the world? What about the future? What are your dreams? I'm stimulating them to really think to the bigger picture. Then we have number 4, respect. Multicultural respect is a very important element to be included in a global competent curriculum. Civic engagement, global consciousness, active engagement, and study abroad. So these are the 8 elements that I found so far. We have ongoing tensions and issues around GCE, global solidarity versus global competition, reconciling local and global identities and interests, also the role of education in challenging the status quo. But I want to conclude with a quotation from Ban Ki-moon. He is the former United Nations Secretary General. We must foster global citizenship. Education is about more than literacy and numeracy. It is also about citizenry. Education must fully assume its essential role in helping people to forge more just, peaceful, and tolerant societies. Thank you very much.